Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah. Actually, it is secret DoubleOctopus and not just DoubleOctopus. Yeah. Okay. I want you to imagine like a big hole with a treasure in it. And I want you to imagine that this hole has 100 doors. Each of them leads you to the treasure. And your job is to protect that treasure. For that, you have 100 employees. Each of them hold one key to one door. And each of them needs to lock the door and protect the key. Would you sleep good at night? I wouldn't. Right? This is insane. You need to trust your all employees. If I'm the bad guy, all I need to do is just try open each of the doors. In most of the cases, I will find at least one door that is open. And this is all I need. I need one open door to get your treasure. Now let's say all of your employees are really responsible and I couldn't find any open door. So now I have two options. One of them to try steal one of the keys, and the second to try break one of the locks, right? So in order to steal one of the keys, I will have to follow all of your employees, learn their habits, and see when and where they leave the key unprotected. Once I see the key unprotected, I steal the key, game over, right? I have your treasure. I can even, thanks to technology, create a fake door that looks exactly the same as the original one. And I can fool your employee, insert the key into my fake door. Once the key is inside, I can copy the key. Again, game over. I have your treasure. Now let's say I cannot steal the key, and I couldn't copy it either. So now I need to break the lock. This is my option. This is plan B. So for plan B, let's say that thanks to technology, I have a really expensive and smart machine that once I give it a copy of the door, the machine can produce a key that can open that door. It may take it an hour, it may take it a day, a week, a year, and even more. But finally, the machine will give me the correct key. Okay? So now let's come back to reality. The treasure is your organization assets. You are the CISO, you need to protect those assets. The keys are the employees' passwords, right? Each time the user or the employee wants to log in to one of the services in the organization, it uses a password. Now, the users need to remember their passwords, right? So this is why they choose something that is close to their life, like names, dates, favorite soccer team, anything that they can remember. If they can remember the password, the attacker can guess them. Okay, so today it becomes very easy to guess a password, more than ever. Actually, we share this information all over, right? We put it on Facebook, on LinkedIn, anywhere. So if I need to follow all of these 100 employees, I can do it from my sofa in my living room, right? I can search them, and I can learn their favorite things, and I can guess their password. Now, let's say it's a little bit difficult to guess the password. Then I can create a faked website, and I can trick them to get into my faked website and type their password inside. This is how I can copy their passwords, okay, like a phishing attack. Today, 81% of hacking-related breaches are caused by weak or stolen passwords. This is like crazy number. And today with there is a trend to put everything in the cloud, like infrastructure as a service, software as a service. All this as a service trend means that like a big portion of the data resides in the cloud. So it becomes even more easier for the attacker to steal your data. We don't know even who protects this data. Now, let's say I couldn't steal the password, I couldn't copy it. So now I need to try to break it, okay? Remember my expensive and smart machine? This is where quantum computing gets into the picture. For now, today, most encryption, actually all asymmetric encryption protocols are based on the fact that your attacker has limited computational power. Okay? By having limited computational power, the attacker cannot break the encryption protocols. Now, if you, let's think like 10 years, 20 years from now, the whole story is going to be changed. Because once quantum computing will have a real solution, all the encryption protocol today will be useless. So you might say, okay, I have 10, 20 years for that to happen. But I'm saying, no, you need the solution now. We need it yesterday. Why? Because everything we encrypt now will be revealed in 10, 20 years. So if you want your data to stay safe in 10, 20 years from today, you cannot use encryption protocols that we are using today. So I don't know how long it's going to take, maybe a year, maybe 10, maybe 20 years, but quantum computing will be there someday. And when that happens, as I said, all the protocols will be useless. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about what we do in Secret DoubleOctopus. We actually solve these two problems easily. The first one is actually, we have an authentication solution that is passwordless. The employee does not use a password. We're talking about organizations, like enterprises. The user logs in to any service without a password, starting from logging to his Windows in the morning, and for any service in the cloud, legacy, anything. He will do it with an application on his mobile device. Now, regarding the second problem, our solution is quantum safe. How come? How come we have an encryption solution which is quantum safe? We don't. We are using an algorithm that was invented like 40 years ago. And the original purpose of that algorithm was to prevent accidental or even malicious launch of nuclear weapon. So instead of taking the information and encrypt it, we take the information and split it, exactly as in the algorithm we split the launch code and give each piece of information to another person. So all the communication between the mobile application that the user holds to the server is quantum safe secured. That means that no matter how much computational power your attacker has, they can never break that encryption, or they can never reveal the information, no matter if it's today, tomorrow, 10, 20, and 100 years from today. Okay? Because this algorithm does not depend on the computational power. It's simply the attacker will never have enough information. Now, I have 1 minute. I want to finish with a short anecdote. Yesterday, we had an election in Israel. And you know, when I came to vote, I gave my ID card to the guy over there. He identified me with my ID card, and then I voted. Today, or yesterday, you know, there are still faked votes. There are still dead people that voted yesterday in Israel. And I assume it happens all over, not only in Israel. And I wonder, why don't we vote online? We do have the technology to do that, right? It's not that difficult. We can authenticate. We have digital signatures. We can vote online. So why do we still vote in the traditional way? Maybe because we are afraid that thanks to technology, the attackers will fake it even more. Okay, we cannot guarantee that the technology that it plays on our side will also play on the bad guy's side. I will leave that as an open question. And that's it, I finish. Just on time.